Hi guys, I'm Steve Wickington and this is Magic Behind the Magic, where you get to see the day-to-day business of a full-time magician. Hey guys, today is Monday. Welcome back and thanks again for watching. So this week we're coming up to the end of the month. So for me that means I like to close the month off as quickly as possible and then check over and make sure that all my goals and things like that I'm on track for. That basically will happen later in the week. End of the month I think is Wednesday or Thursday, something like that, so it'll happen around then. Today it is a beautiful day. I've done all my thank yous for the shows on the weekend, so I'm taking the rest of the day off now and I'm going to get out into the garden, do some gardening, as well as get all the billy carts out of the trailer and get them underneath the house where they get stored until next year. We had a lot of fun yesterday at the billy cart race. Got a couple of firsts and some seconds and things like that, so we all had a great day. But yeah, that's it for me today. I will catch you tomorrow. Hey guys, so today is Tuesday and today I have got to update some data entry. As we were discussing in the last video, I like to keep a lot of information and I use that to track any trends and changes and things like that. As well as that though, I also use it for the closing of the month, so I record how much money I have brought in with shows, and I also record how much money I've brought in with bookings in the same period. I also use that here. You can see here, this is my goals for this year. So this is like the main section and this is where I track it. So all this is this is all money value basically here, and it's just making sure that I am on track for where I want to be at the end of the year, down here in December. So end of February is this one here. I'll fill that in, I'll get all the information, put that together. That will happen tomorrow, which is Wednesday. Today is the last day of February. So that's my goal for today, is to get up to date. I've still got a few things up here I want to do, including some more changes to one of the landing pages for my AdWords. I made a change to one of them last week and the result was absolutely amazing, so I'm going to make a similar change to another one and see if I get the same result there. It's always worth testing, A/B testing I guess is what you call it, where when you're doing things with ads, if you can do that, if you've got which with AdWords you always can. So that's my goals for today. I'm sure I'll check in with you guys again very shortly. Hi guys, so I'm just racing out now to get some stuff for the magic workshop that I'm doing over the next few weeks. Basically I just go down to the local bargain centre, buy some rope, very basic rope, and also a few other things. I go to one of the supermarkets and get plastic bags. There's a bit of stuff involved, nothing too major, but I need to make basically 3 lots of 300 tricks, and maybe later today when we're back home I will show you a little bit of like the process of me putting it together. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday and today is also the start of March, so it's the new month. So as part of today is I'm closing off February. Now there's 2 sides to that. The first side is that it is for tax purposes. I need to measure all the income and all the outgoings and things like that. That's the boring part. The exciting part for me though is I also use this time to measure my success and check against my goals to make sure I am on track. So here is my goals for this year, and then I break that down into months, so I have that all through there. So I add that in, which I've done already here, and I can see that I am a little bit behind in some spots, but also way in front in others. So that's very exciting. And I also know from a little bit of looking into March that by the end of March I'll be well ahead on most things, which is really good. So for me, success is a very important thing. It's what wakes me up in the morning. It's what gets me out of bed. It's what keeps me awake at 3 o'clock in the morning as well. So yeah, it's a motivator, and I like to track as much success as possible. For me, success is when you're achieving something that you want to achieve. So that happens all through our life, and sometimes people go through it without even realizing they're succeeding in some form. So yeah, for me it's very important, and I love tracking it, especially when it comes to the business, and especially when you have success. It's awesome. So that's all very exciting, and this year so far for me is looking really exciting too. So just a little bit more to do on that today, and then I will be getting into a few other bits and pieces. I have a fairly significant list again today, so I'll get through that. Hey guys, so it is it's about 11 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock. It feels like 11 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I've had a really good day. Really happy with how the goals are going for this year so far. I managed to close off the month already, which is great. Also got a few things done, and yeah, just it was a good positive day. Some really nice things today. However, I have just also planned with my sister. I'm going to go and give her a hand with some stuff tomorrow morning. It is also my wedding anniversary tomorrow, so as a result of that, tomorrow is wiped. So I'm not going to get much work done. I might get up early and do a little bit of stuff, but I've got a magic workshop tomorrow afternoon at one of the schools. So that's like an after school care. So right now I am just prepping for that. So there'll be about 30 odd kids in this one. So I'm just getting all that ready, so I don't have to worry about it. So tomorrow I'll set all my kit, the whole lot. So tomorrow morning I can just get up, do what I need to do. When I come home, I can just chuck everything straight in the van and go. So that'll be good. So yeah, so tomorrow's wiped. It's going to be a nice day though. Let's have some lunch with my wife, things like that. But for now, I'm just going to keep going with this, and I will talk to you tomorrow, I promise. But we'll see you then. Hey guys, it's Thursday morning. It's just after 5 o'clock now, and so I got up early this morning knowing that I'm going to lose most of the day. I just wanted to get a little bit of work done before the day's end. So yeah, today, pretty much as I said yesterday, is already written off. But there's a few things I want to do. One of those is just look over again the Primary Incursions website that I've been working on. I've let it sit for a couple of weeks now, and I'm just looking at the analytics of that now, and it's looking a lot better, but there's definitely room for improvement as far as getting the flow through of the viewer through to converting into an inquiry. So I'm not going to do much on that today, but I will definitely be looking at that for next week. So I think next week's going to be about websites again. I guess each time you start a new project, there's always lots of mini projects that go with it, and I guess in some ways they're all goals of a sort. So at the moment for me with this vlog, it has raised lots and lots of, it's the old thing, for every question there are a lot more questions. So I'm learning now about social media. I'm also sort of working out how to make this vlog work better. I know that a lot of them have been really long, and I'm really focusing on trying to keep this one a bit shorter and just see how that goes. It's all a part of learning, and I guess that's what being in business is about, and that's probably why I like it so much, is that it is about exploring, learning, and then putting it into action and exploring, learning some more. Hey guys, so I'm just sitting outside the school where I'm going to go in and do the magic workshop shortly. Just got a little bit of downtime before I go in. I always like to get there early, that way there's no pressure, no stress on the way, which always makes for a much more relaxed and enjoyable show for me, and obviously for the kids as well. Hey guys, so it's Friday, bit on today. One of the things I want to do is look at a little upsell that I'm thinking of adding into my public shows and my festivals. It's basically a wand, but I just want to look at some packaging ideas for that. And also today, of course, it's being Friday, I need to contact all my shows for the weekend as well as prep for them. I've got a big weekend, so that's going to be a pretty exciting weekend, and there's a bit of work to do to get ready for that. Right now, I'm going to take my kid's bike, you probably can't see that, but it's lying in the back of the van here, over to get fixed, and leave it over there, and yeah, we'll come back and hop into some work. Hey guys, back in the office. So I know this week I've talked a little bit about success and motivation and all that through following your goals and keeping track on them. Now what I basically showed you earlier with that was like the monthly goals that I have, but there's another side to that, and that is breaking those monthly goals down even further. So basically my whiteboard, which if you've been following my vlog from the very start, you will know that my whiteboard is my best friend. That is my daily goals. So each day when I put things on my whiteboard, that becomes my goal for that day, and the goal is to wipe them off. Okay, I don't always get to do it, but I like to get to do it. I can tell you that every time I do it, I'm going to do it right now. Done that, and we have done that. Every time I get to wipe stuff off, it is a success. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that's like an achievement. Fantastic. If I every now and then I get to those days where I clear it, they are the great days. They are seriously the days where you go, yeah, what a day. So that's just breaking down your goals further. So things that go on there, I need to do in order to reach my monthly goals. Does that make sense? I hope so, because it's really that simple. Okay, and then the monthly goals need to come all together to reach my yearly goals, or my 5-year goals even, and those yearly goals come together to make the 5-year goals, etc., etc. So breaking down your goals is really what it's all about, and keeping track of it is what gives you motivation, and it's also it's how you measure your success. So there you have it, guys. I can't stress enough how important it is that you do track your goals and also celebrate all the successes you have along the way. It's something that it took me a long time to understand, but once I understood it, I can tell you my business just started moving ahead very quickly. Remember that I love to hear any comments you have, so just put them down below and I will always be more than happy to reply with any questions. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to click and subscribe. And also, until next week, stay true to your magic, and as always, in between, work hard.